I'm gonna crack this thing open.
You know how like advent calendars for kids, those chocolates?
Yeah, yeah, we got one.
I'm like that with pumpkin pie.
No, it's my first Marvel movie. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, you got to see a Marvel movie in theaters." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll go see Spider-Man."
Maybe they should have been in there because I have some opinions on why Georgia is in the playoffs. They should not be in the playoffs.
Oh my god!
Why should
Not
they?
you.
They just lost.
Welcome to the Beer and Sports Podcast. I'm outside, so I have a special appearance from some cricket cicadas out here. So enjoy that. I'm with Josh Kimmel OUS. Mugs and Balls on all platforms. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Part of the Say It Again network. How's it going, Josh?
Good. Do you guys get mosquitoes?
Yeah, but actually, around here, if you sign up for the state plan, it's free. The state will just come in and like spray for mosquitoes.
Dude, that's not fair. Because we have, I don't know this for a fact, but I believe Tampa is the mosquito capital of the world.
Really?
I think so because nobody doesn't not have mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are
we get them.
It's like we get to sometimes part your way through the army of mosquitoes to get through your house.
Wow.
It's bad. I'm surprised
you get through your house.
Your state's so much cooler than our state.
It is. It really is.
I know.
We were just in Cape May.
What's the degree? What's the temperature over there? Because if I sat outside right now, I'd be pouring sweat, just all glistening. There's no way.
It currently is, as I pull up my weather app and buying time, 76 degrees outside.
Are you serious? You don't have a hoodie on?
No.
Are you
Hoodie?
serious? Yeah, I would definitely be putting a hoodie on. Except we're at 84, so not too far off. But the humidity is 74%. What's your city?
I am in Lewis, Delaware.
Lewis? How do you spell Lewis?
Lewes.
Oh, that's it. Lewis, Delaware. I want to see your humidity. Ours, what did I say? 74.
Yeah.
Your humidity. Wow, 84. How? Lewis.
Don't say lose. You.
Oh, wait, Lewis or Lewis?
Lewis.
Riveting conversation for.
Yeah. So I went to grab my beer that I brought for the show, and then I went into my beer fridge, and I had a bunch of guests over this weekend. Brother-in-law, sister-in-law are here currently. Other brother-in-law came in for a wedding we had last night. My other brother-in-law got married. As you're counting, that's 3 brother-in-laws. I have 3 more. So there's that. And I found this Ponysaurus in my
Pilsner
fridge. It is a Pilsner, handcrafted and canned by Ponysaurus Brewing Company in Durham, North Carolina.
Sweet.
It just looked cool. So
I went football. See,
there you go.
I'm a football
Born
guy.
and raised.
Born and raised Dolphins. Vezda Sir. It is a blonde ale. It's very light and crisp. Limited edition, kickoff edition, because this is the kickoff show of the NFL. So I decided to pull this bad boy out because fins up, baby.
This thing says estimated 1896. Under it says just kidding, 2013. I went to Cape May, and I went to the Cape May Brewing Company today. If you have an opportunity, I know they probably don't distribute down in your area. They have some fucking good beer. They really do. And I was kind of mad because I went to them, and I was like, oh man, your guys' peach tea. It's like a hard tea, almost like a twisted tea almost. But they kept advertising it. It kept popping up on my Instagram, and I was like, oh, I want to try that. So I got there. They don't do growlers of it. They sold out of their 6-packs. So you couldn't take it home. You can only try it there. And I was pissed. And I'd asked them, I was like, so are you guys like distributing it? Like, am I going to be able to find it local? Like, no, we stopped doing that. I'm like, when are you going to, like, are you going to bring it back?
Is this like a first time for you? You're like, well, I can't bring this beer home with me? Is it the first time? Like, oh, really? Dude, you can't bring anything home with you here. So like
Why not?
I'm like, oh, because they just don't do that. They want
But
you
they
to
normally
come.
they'll sell 6 packs there that you can bring back. But I guess they stopped distributing everything. It's like the greatest thing they've made. Like you like peach. You've told me prior like you like Wawa peach tea, right?
Yeah, I love peach tea.
It tastes exactly like Wawa's peach tea.
Well, hold on here, real quick. How is your
Yeah.
internet better outside? I'm not even kidding. You having frozen ones? Your lips are matching with the voice.
My Wi-Fi connection is literally right in the living room, right
I
outside.
think outside shows for now on.
Yeah.
It's a smooth
Yeah.
sail. I haven't had the little bar. Like this has been good to go. Yeah, but yeah, I'm used to that, dude. Because down here, you're like, you'll go, and you'll be like, oh, cool. But hey, can I get no to go? No, because they want to make it
Really?
feel special. So you have to come in and get it.
Like normally everywhere around here, you can get a growler of it, take it home, and like I said, they sell the 6 packs. So to me, I was just like, holy, like, and it's, I don't know how they're not distilling this thing year round.
Because it wouldn't be special if it's year round. That's what I love about. That's the
Yeah,
best
but they
part
would
about
sell
craft
so
beer.
much of it.
But then it would be watered down, overproduced, not as good. That's honestly, because we don't talk about craft beer much on this, so usually just all sports. But that's the best thing about craft beer is it's not year round. I know. Oh, it's in German cupcake season. Oh, it's this season. Oh, shoot! Sincerely, like I know the beers that are going to be dropping, and they're only around for that limited time. And then once it's done,
Yeah.
it's done, and it makes it feel special. I like that about craft beer and all craft beer. So we speak about. What's that place you like that's not craft beer, but you call it craft beer?
Dogfish?
Dogfish, yeah.
It is craft
not,
beer.
but it's not special but they used to be special. Cigar City used to be special, but now they sold out. You know what I mean? I like the whole small, like the place you went to. I love that. Where no, you can't take this home. No, you have to come here. Come here, and guess what? When we make it again, you'll be waiting for it, and you'll be.
It is the perfect drink to have when you're going to the beach. Because it tastes like you're drinking peach tea. And this is a shout out to Cape May because they did it right. Like that, like you can, I had that tea, that Arnold Palmer tea a couple weeks ago from, what is it? Big Oyster Brewery. And remember, I was like, oh, it tastes like grass. I don't like this.
Yep.
I had that and it was so good. Like, holy cow. I can't stop talking about it. It's amazing. But everything they brew is amazing. So
I'll look them up because I never heard of this brewery before, and if I can buy it on the market that's black, I will.
Yeah. Cape May Brewing Company. So around here we have a ferry, the Cape May Lewis Ferry. So from Lewis to Cape May and back, you can go, and they have bus traveling everywhere.
How much
so
is
we
that
went
boat?
there. I think we took 4 in a car. It was $162.
Wait, you could put a car on there?
Yeah.
What world are you living in where you have a forest where it's like I haven't seen one bead of sweat. Step outside, man. You're sweating as soon as you walk outside, you're just like, shh.
It's just a flyover state, you know?
Yeah, I gotta move to Delaware. It seems so much better than this.
It's amazing.
place. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about craft beer a little bit because what I'm drinking right now, it's just a basic blonde ale. It's like Bud Light. Honestly, it tastes like shit, but
Yeah.
it's an
That's
easy
good.
drinkable beer. But we had a lot of sports this weekend. I don't know if you watched a lot of college football. I don't know if you watched any college football.
I watched Georgia, baby.
And I want to get right into it because we are already late and we are already 8 minutes of talking of weather and beer. What the fuck, man? 24-man playoff for the college football? Was it
12.
24? Okay, I don't know. I saw a bracket.
12-team playoff.
Okay. It's still a mistake.
No, it's not.
Still a mistake.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Here's the thing about college football, which I don't like. The preseason rankings, the rankings that are like, this team's ranked here. We haven't seen them play yet. Why can't we do a system where it's 2022, by the way. Why can't they play 4 weeks, 5 weeks, then evaluate, then rank? Why are the rankings right away? It makes no sense. It's so unfair.
I get that.
Where a team like Cincinnati, let's just say they went undefeated, right? I don't know where they finish ranking. I don't know. I don't really watch it that close. But it makes them that if they go undefeated 12-0, it makes it that much harder for them to get to the number 1, 2, or 3 seed or whatever, 4, because they were unranked to start the season. But if they're ranked 22, if they're ranked 18th to start the season, hell, they would have already been up there. It's ridiculous that we're ranking these teams without one game played. And it's just, so what happens to Oregon now? What happens to Oregon? They should drop out of the top 25.
Fuck yeah, they should. They suck.
Well, okay, what happens to Utah? They lost a very close game to Florida on the road. They were in the top 10.
I agree with what you're saying. But it's a marketing ploy. Like, it's a way to get conversation going about college football right before college football starts. And it's hard to not do that if you're college football. So they're always going to do that. But I agree. Let's evaluate the teams first, see where they're at, and then rank them. Like, 4 weeks in, let's drop the rankings. See where all the, like, and then we can go from there. Because that would kind of eliminate where Florida or Alabama is ranked number 1. They lose early, and then they have an opportunity to jump back up and make the playoffs. Or Georgia, they're ranked highly, and they have an opportunity to go up. Was Ohio State last year, and they nearly made the playoffs. So
I just feel like it's a team like I'm throwing shit out there like Maryland, right? I don't know how good Maryland is, but they're unranked right now. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah.
What if they just went on this 8-0 tear, 9-0 tear? But it's going to be so much harder for them to propel up to that top 4 because they're already so far. Whereas you get a team that's like ranked 24th, and then they go on a tear. They're just climbing weekly. They're already in there. It's just so it just takes teams out of it right away, and I hate.
Yeah, I get that.
That's my number one thing about college football. I hate. And the fact that we saw Georgia, a ranked team, obviously destroy 11th ranked or whatever they were, Oregon. Like, so who? What was it? Was Oregon just that bad, or the rankers that bad?
No, Georgia's just that good, bud.
Well, I know they're that good, but come on, it's a top. It's supposed to be a top. Oregon's a top.
I mean, I'll play this again for you. I'm gonna crack this thing open.
No.
But no, I agree with that statement, but it's not going to happen because it's a way to make money. Once they drop those rankings, conversation happens. ESPN's talking about it. Fox Sports is talking about it. Everyone's talking about these rankings, and they're saying, what's wrong with them? You heard Paul Feinbaum come out, King SEC, and he's like, Notre Dame's going to get crushed, and they're not even going to be in the top 10 by the end of it. These rankings are awful. But, I mean, Notre Dame kind of hung with Ohio State, who's considered one of the best teams in football.
But why are they considered one of the best teams in football? We haven't seen them play a game this year. Well, we just did. So
because of the talent they had, coaching they had.
To a regular casual person, Ohio State beat a top 5 team this year already. To me, I'm like, Ohio State beat Notre Dame. Let's see if they're really top 5.
Yeah.
Why are we calling someone a top 5 team when they're not? That's the thing I hate about it. Because now it's going to go on the record. When we do the resume thing at the end of the year, it'll say top 5 wins, and that'll be on there. And what happens if Oregon goes 6-7 or 8-4? They're just not very good. It still looks like a top 5 victory, which is false. It's fake.
Yeah.
Imaginary.
But the thing is, you're going into week 1, or you might be interested in the Ohio State game and the Notre Dame game, but doesn't it make it more intriguing that 2's playing 4?
When you watch the NFL, do you really? Are we looking at the Bills and Rams at 1 and 2? Or do we have to have numbers next to their names? We know they're 1 and 2. We know they are.
Yeah.
We don't need numbers by their names.
Yeah, but you're still looking at it as you're looking as far as that goes, like 2 and 4. Like, it doesn't matter, even if it's someone that doesn't watch the game as much. I don't know who Notre Dame is. I don't know who Ohio State is. They're colleges that someone went to. But the second-ranked team versus the number 4 team is always going to get eyes on the screen or eyes on the game. It's always going to matter. What's that?
It's meaningless, though.
It's
meaningless.
But it gets viewership.
Because you know what I did? I looked at that matchup and I said, no, I'm not going to watch it. Because I didn't watch any college football this weekend. I watched like here and there, turned it on. I know you had weddings or whatever you were doing this weekend. I was trying to watch it, and every time I turned on a game, it was just so boring. And I hate to say that because I know there was exciting games, but I didn't get to watch the exciting games because by the time those exciting games happened, I was already bored of watching 15-0 blowouts. I hate college football. I really do. I'm like,
I love it.
Oh, Oregon and Georgia. This is going to be a fun matchup. Yeah, sure, Georgia will win by 20. and then
we DDT'd their ass.
You turn on, then I'm like, why would I want to watch Florida and Utah? Why would I want to watch that? Because what? Because I really want to watch another 61-0 blowout. Because that's what you're thinking. Oh, 7 versus unranked. It's just, I just want the NFL. I want the NFL. 3 days away, 3 days, 4 days away, whatever it is.
So, I'm excited for college football. I'm excited for that 12-team playoff. I think it's going to be good because you're opening, like you get 10-team beating 3-team all the time. And I think that would be fun, and that would make it more interesting going into the playoffs. Like, you can't say watching, let's say, it would be most likely the top 2 teams will get a bye.
I think the top 4 teams get a bye. I think the way I saw the bracket.
Top 4 team.
Yeah.
So then you're going to get 6 playing 12. 12 can beat 6, no problem. So what happens if 12 goes in and beats 1? Then you got something to talk about. It's going to be interesting. It's not a disaster.
I don't know. I think where does it end? How many more teams are we going to add? When does this go into effect? 2026 if it passes? I think this is
he's trying to push for it earlier.
Because I saw that tweet, and I was like, this is a mistake, man. I mean, we just saw Georgia destroy. Do we really want to see that in the playoffs? Do we really want to sit down and watch that?
Let's talk about this real quick. Because the guy I've had my eyes on, because I'm a Cowboys fan, he hasn't really got much of a push in college football. But he got the start on Saturday playing Colgate. E.J. Smith. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't know what. I could not name. I can name C.J. Beathard, C.J. Strong, C.J. The guy from Alabama, the quarterback.
I can't remember his name.
See, I don't know college players, man. Who?
C.J. Young.
Bryce Young. It's Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. That's all I can name.
So, E.J. Smith is Emmitt Smith's son. He goes to Stanford. Hasn't really played until now. He gets the ball 11 times. 118 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Nice.
The next Dallas Cowboy running back. I guarantee you, Jerry Jones will go out and draft E.J. Smith in the first round if he has to.
That's cool. I didn't know Emmitt Smith's son. See, I don't watch. Man, I used to watch college. I'm telling you, I used to be into college football. I'm like, I miss the Big East. I miss when USF was good. And just University of South Florida, not University of South, whatever the other. Yeah. NCAA football always put South Florida instead of USF. What is that?
Isn't that their thing?
Yeah. USF rules, man.
Yeah.
The only thing about USF I hate is I wish they had their own stadium. Raymond James Stadium is the worst stadium in all sport.
You get any opportunity you get, you're like, oh, it sucks.
It's the worst. I fucking hate that place. But yeah, I'm just excited for. I saw Deion Sanders' kid was playing quarterback.
Yep.
That was pretty cool to see.
Forget his name.
And I was watching a little. I was watching a little bit of the Arkansas game, and the quarterback is this total ass, and he can't throw. Like, I'm sorry. This is why I don't really. I think this is why I can't get into college football. I see these quarterbacks try to throw, and they can't even make a 4-yard pass. It's like wide right. Like the guy was literally slanting. It was a clear touchdown. He threw it 4 yards behind him, and like
that's what Tua does.
Tua does not do that. Tua does not. No, but that's why I don't like college football because the gap of talent is just you got these guys and then you really have these guys.
But I like that, and they're kids, so they're going to make mistakes, but it's who's going to overcome those mistakes the most. And that's why on the road in college football is the hardest thing to do in sports. That's where you get a lot of upsets. If you're on the road, it's very hard to lose. Even if you're a good team, it's hard to lose. So
let me tell you a story, man, real quick before we get into our NFL predictions.
Yeah, because we're about to get there.
I'm playing flag football with my. It wasn't like a league. It was a league. It was organized. We had coaches. We were running plays. It was literally a league because this goes into the story. Well, we were the most fundamental team of all time. We would honestly catch with our hands. No catching with your body. Lead the guy. We were so fundamental. It was flag football too, and we were beating teams left and right. We were undefeated, and then they bust in this team from the city, and they come out, and I'm not kidding you.
Aren't you from the city?
I'm talking about like the inner city. Okay, I was trying to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were fucking. They can play. And we're just the good old white boys, fundamental, making our cuts, doing this.
You guys are sneaky athletic, coach's son.
Hold on. Yeah,
cerebral.
We had plays, like A4. It was simple, like A4, A2, stuff like that. So we actually had plays. We're the only team in the whole league that had plays.
Yeah.
This team comes in, and we're in zone. We're ready to go. Dude, it might as well have been Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek. Every fucking play was a bomb touchdown. They beat the so that's why I don't like college football, because I know how it felt. I know what it was like to get beat down 80-0 in that game, and I hate to watch that in college sports.
I played flag football too for organized. It was a whole family league. Like my family, we all joined a team together, and we did the same thing. Fundamental. I was the only one that could snap. So we were always in shotgun. I was snapping, so I was the tight end. And we had my uncle went out there. He had the armband with the plays on it. He'd pull it down. Okay, we're going to do this. And I was always like, okay, just find a soft spot in the defense. And they throw it to me. I got a concussion playing flag football. That's how intense it got. Because one guy just rammed into me with his shoulder into my head as I was snapping it. And fell back and out of it. I went back in because concussions don't matter.
Yeah. It was mild.
Mild concussion. But we had a team that was just athletic as can be. They were just smaller guys, 0 to 50 in 2.3 seconds, and we played them, and it was just a long night.
Yeah.
A very
what are you
long
gonna do?
night.
What are you gonna do? You can't stop that.
It's if the Dolphins had a quarterback, that's how that offense was. It was just nothing but speed. So, take that. But saying that, we are going to do our predictions for this offseason, and we will start off with the AFC East, which the Dolphins are in.
All right.
Who do you think do you want to just go down the list of top to bottom and then say
I just do
how do you want to do it?
Division winners,
Okay.
Because this honestly, we're flowing tonight. We're already 25 minutes deep. This could be another hour, so I don't want to go another hour.
I got
So let's just do division winners and reason why. My son has my phone as he's watching Disney Plus over here. So I have no
what's he
notes
watching?
on
What's he watching?
Finley, what are you watching? Jake. Pirates.
Jake?
Oh, Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Which one? One,
Jeez,
2, or 3?
Dad.
1, 2, or 3? 2. All right. So I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. This is the easiest one. I'm buying time here. There's no analysis. It's just they're the best team.
Yeah, I did.
AFC.
I did Buffalo too. I went down and ranked them all, but hey, who knows? Whatever. I just put extra time in.
Hey, I did time too. I got stats, but my phone's over there. I don't know.
Dang, that phone. I will say, I agree. Buffalo, I think Buffalo is going to be the best team in football this year. I have them being the number 1 seed in the AFC, and I think they're going to be fun to watch.
I think it's same. The only way this team can fail is if Josh Allen is unfortunately hurt. It's the only way anyone can stop them. So,
Diggs. I think Diggs is a vital part of that offense. If he gets hurt, I think you can see Josh Allen regress a little bit.
I can see that as well, but not as much, not to the extent.
Yes. Not to the extent of losing Josh Allen, but I think Diggs is a vital part of that offense.
I 1000% agree. And also there, we saw who was that corner, White, who was hurt during the playoff stretch.
Tre'Davious White.
Even before that, like he was a huge part of that as well. I think if he was on that field,
they got my guy too, Kyrie Elam, corner. I think he's going to be fun.
I love
that defense.
Going
to be fun.
I hate that the Bills are so good. I hate that.
They deserve it though. They really do. That's a fun fan base. I really enjoy that fan base because they're just a bunch of lunatics, but they're also a respectable lunatic because they're out there giving to charity, doing right things for everybody. I remember someone, I think it was Josh Allen. They did something and someone talked trash about Josh Allen, and the fan base donated. Every person donated $17 to a charity of another team's organization, and just to be like, Josh Allen's better than your quarterback or something like that. But they did that in a way that was great for. I just love that fan base. It's great.
Yeah, it is an awesome fan base.
Yeah.
But what's the next division we're doing?
I figured, let's just go. Do you want to just do AFC or do you want to go?
Yeah, I want to. So what I want to do is AFC. We should have talked about this before. AFC.
Yeah. Well, I was on a boat, so.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Did you sing that song? If you didn't sing it, you weren't on a boat.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So all the AFC division winners, AFC wild cards, AFC.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. AFC North. I have Baltimore Ravens winning that, obviously, because, I'm on the Ravens D. As in defense. I think their defense is going to be really good. But I think Lamar, here's my philosophy as well. Most times the better quarterback rises to the cream of the crop and to the top. I said that saying so bad, but my light is flashing right now. Can you see that?
No, I say.
But
you're right.
Ravens are going to be top.
Cream always rises. Lamar, yes. Or where else would it rise? Gosh, Lamar Jackson is the best player in that entire division.
Yeah,
by far. So I also have the Baltimore Ravens going to win that division. Pittsburgh doesn't really stand a chance. Browns without Deshaun Watson are pretty much nothing in my book. And I'm not going to say the Bengals are toast because they were just in the Super Bowl, but I see major regression from them as well.
No, I don't necessarily see major regression, but I see regression.
Okay. Right. Well, you'll see with my playoffs where I have the Bengals.
Okay. Yeah.
Because right now they better get into the AFC wild card spot, the Bengals, because right now you're looking at. Let's just be honest, real quick. You're looking at a hungry Broncos team, Raiders team, and Chiefs team, because we're all probably projecting the Chargers to win that division. We'll get there later. But that's who the Bengals has to fight with over there. Those guys. Are they better than the West? I don't think they're better. I think they'd be the fifth best team in the West.
So we did the AFC East, North, and before we get to that, as my internet symbol is coming up this time, outside, Mugs and Balls, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us, subscribe. But let's get to the AFC South. I personally have the Indianapolis Colts winning that division. I know that could be a little bit of a shocker because people like the Titans, but I have the Colts.
So far we're 3 for 3 because I also have the Colts because I think the Titans are taking a big step back. A.J. Brown is a major factor. Is Treylon Burks going to replace him? I don't know. But the Titans do go with Derrick Henry. And is Derrick Henry healthy?
Yep.
Is he going to hurt that toe again or whatever, the foot? I'm going with smart Matt Ryan, winning that division, not making mistakes, with a decent offensive line and a great running game. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't feel comfortable with Derrick Henry coming off that injury. He rushed back. So, but anyway, AFC West, who do you have winning that?
I am going to, just like we said, cream rises.
Yep.
And Patrick Mahomes is that sweet cream, and he's going to rise to the top. And I got the Chiefs. Look, I'm not betting against Mahomes. I'm not betting against Mahomes, even if it's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter, down a score. I'm not betting against Mahomes. Because guess what? He's going to make the plays necessary to get his team. All he needs to do is outscore the other defense. The other team. That's all he needs to do. Beat the defense. And he can do that 8 out of 10 times scoring touchdowns. That's exaggerating, but you get my point.
Yeah.
I don't care if they can't stop nobody. But Mahomes can still put up 40 points a game. I know he's lost Tyreek. That's huge. But we've seen in the preseason, and yes, it's the preseason, that dude was the best quarterback in the whole preseason. No doubt about it. I'm not betting against Mahomes. And Andy Reid. People, I'm not betting against Andy Reid either. I'm not.
So, I have the Chargers winning this division. And I think that team is just stacked top to bottom. Their offensive line is so good. They have veteran receivers, a rising quarterback in Herbert, 2 really good running backs, and their defense is just stacked top to bottom as well. They went out and got a lot of corner help. They're only missing maybe a nose tackle, but that team, they're going to fight with the Bills to be the best team in the league this year, hands down. So I have the Chargers, and I will recap. I have Buffalo, Baltimore, Indianapolis, and the Chargers, where you have Buffalo as well, you have Baltimore as well, and we agreed with the Colts, but your switch on our, we were 3 for 3 until that, and you have the Kansas City Chiefs winning the AFC West.
Let's go, and let's knock out our wild card teams,
if
you don't mind. I'll just do mine from 5 to 6, 7 now. It's so weird. What an odd number. I got the Chargers with that number 1 wild card spot. I do think they're very good. I'm just not betting against Mahomes. Sorry. The next team making the playoffs on this list are the Denver Broncos. I have Denver having that second wild card spot with Russell Wilson, the additions there, and I have.
Get out of here.
Miami Dolphins slipping into that last wild card spot. They have a top 5 defense in my eyes. They add Tyreek, even though Tua can't hit him. That's a fault. Look, this is straight up, right? Shoot or shoot. So he better shoot a lot, because guess what? If he hits on 35% of those, we're scoring touchdowns.
Yeah,
that's all I want. Deep shots aren't supposed to be 80%, 70%. Just give me some deep throws. Don't be a pussy. Dolphins offensive mind people, McCarthy, all you idiots, or whatever his name is. Let's get in there, because if the Dolphins, you're not scoring 30 points on the Dolphins. You're not scoring 25 on the Dolphins. All you need to do, Tua, score 24 points. That's all. Please. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Dolphins will win more games than they lose.
So, I didn't rank 5th, 6th, 7th, but I have the Cincinnati Bengals getting in a wild card. And then I have 2 teams coming out of the AFC West. And shocker, it's not the Chiefs. I have the Raiders and the Broncos making it. I have a cicada under me going crazy right now. But
so you have the Chiefs missing and the Bengals in, and I have the Bengals missing and the Chiefs in.
Yep. So my philosophy on this is really good teams. Like Pat Mahomes is an amazing quarterback. He really is. One of the top in the league. I would say Aaron Rodgers is above him. But when you're not surrounded by talent and your defense sucks, you have to really try and do too much, and that leads to mistakes. We saw that throughout Tony Romo's career. And I know Tony Romo is nowhere near the talent that Pat Mahomes is, but he's a gunslinger, and Tony Romo was a gunslinger as well. So I feel like this year is going to be a down year for Pat Mahomes, just for the reason he's going to have to try and rise up farther than what he should, when he should be playing his game. And a lot of mistakes are going to be had, and it's not going to look good for him. I think this is going to be the most interceptions that he's ever thrown. And I think it's going to be an overall rough year for him. But he's still, in my opinion, he's still one of the top quarterbacks. It's just when the team around you isn't good, you kind of look bad with it, even though you're great.
Okay, so you have them out. Our only difference is the major difference is you have the Chiefs out. I have the Bengals out. Everything else we're the same because we pretty much have the same teams in the playoffs.
I don't have the Dolphins either. I have Raiders, Broncos.
You have the Raiders.
Bengals.
So you think the Raiders are a better team than Miami, which that's totally fair.
Yeah.
With the additions they made, with the new coaching staff, so that's totally fair. I can't argue that at all. I just don't have a hard time. You have Cincinnati in there.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time thinking they can do what they did last year. I really do.
I don't think they can do what they did last year, but I think they can sneak into the playoff. They have a good quarterback. They have good receivers. They have a decent defense, a good running game.
But that's the thing with the NFL is you know this. Half the playoffs always change, interchanging, man. Like it's a revolving door every single year. It's 6 new teams. So, and that's the philosophy I go with. Like, I'm not trying to just go, oh yeah, the Bengals were good last year. Who cares? The Jags were fucking awesome one year, and the very next year they were just trash.
I think I have 6 teams going in. Raiders didn't make it last year. Chargers, I don't think made it last year.
All right, yeah, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying, like, that's why I'm leaving out.
Ravens didn't make it last year.
Yeah, that's because Lamar was out. I get it. You have a lot of. So do I. I have a lot of flip flopping too. It's just the.
But anyway,
I don't know. Hey,
let's.
AFC title game. AFC title game.
Oh jeez. AFC title game.
Let's finish out this AFC, man.
I mean, I'm gonna be that guy and go Chargers Bills. Like, it's hard not to do that. I think they're going to be fighting in the entire NFL to be the 2 best teams in football.
So, I have the Bills hosting the AFC title game as well. They're going to host it in Buffalo. I don't have them going against the Chargers. I don't have them going against...
Okay, I just said it. Spoiler alert.
I don't have them going against the Chiefs. I don't have them going against the Chiefs.
Who do you got?
Denver.
I
think Denver makes a run. I think with that, they're built for the postseason. Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon can still tote the rock. You have Russell Wilson, who's synonymous with that kind of weather. Clutchness, very good decision making. Give me Denver all day in the playoff run. Because they're not going to be a slouch. They're not going to sneak in at 8-7 or what.
I would also say the Colts are made for the playoffs.
Oh, they are. But the problem with the Colts is they play in a dome a lot, and I know weather, blah blah blah. But get them outside that dome in uncomfortable weather.
Yeah.
Think about all the teams that are going to be in.
And the quarterback has always played in a dome.
Exactly. And the quarterback's a huge choke artist in the Super Bowl. Sorry, Falcons Nation. But Bills, Bills and Broncos for me, and I'm taking the Bills to win and go. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, moving on to the NFC. Let's start out with the NFC East.
Winner. You didn't give your AFC winner.
Oh, jeez.
I already know. We're finishing off the AFC. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, I will say this. I have people from California in my house right now. We're gonna go with the Chargers making the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So let's just go with that. I don't know if they're listening. I just picked the Chargers. Woo! Let's go to the NFC East. Who do you have winning that?
NFC East? That's the whole Cowboys division, right?
Yeah.
I'm going Cowboys. I'm going Dallas.
I do too. I was hoping you would because I didn't want to feel like a homer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do too.
I just look at it and I go, okay, Giants, not a chance.
Cream top.
Exactly. But it's always their year. It's always like, oh, this is the year, and it never is. So what's going to be the whole? But this year?
This is a shocking thing to say because when was the last time a team went back-to-back division titles in the NFC East? It's been a long time.
But things are lining up for the Eagles to win this division, but I'm still going.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, and I'm kind of down on Dallas, but I think their defense is going to carry them.
Yep.
Okay, I'll start off with the NFC North. I have the Minnesota Vikings winning that division.
I also have the Minnesota Vikings winning that division. I just don't think Lions are legit. even
Where's
though Hard
Viking
Knocks
Dave at? He should be
Yeah.
like hooting and hollering.
It's just that division's kind of down. It's a
Yeah.
2-man race, and in that division, I'm taking Justin Jefferson as the best player in the whole division.
Yeah.
So
Well, Aaron Rodgers is still there.
of course he's there, but I'm falling in love with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is still there though. So NFC South, I have Tampa Bay winning that, and I struggled with this, but I think if Tom Brady is there, because I know there's questions if Tom Brady's going to be there. He hasn't left yet, but I still think Tom Brady. When was the last time he lost a division? It's been a while.
I can't think about it.
So has he ever lost a division as a starter? I don't think so. So.
I do not struggle with this. I am going straight up New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, that's the one I struggled with.
I'm getting a lot of heat over here. I live in Tampa. A lot of people are like, "This is so stupid. They don't have anybody." Their defense is
They're
pretty
a
good.
team everyone's saying to watch.
And I wish, I felt like I've been driving that bandwagon for a very long time, and that's why I'm taking the Saints. I also have money on it. I did bet on this one, so Saints win
There
me
you
some
go.
money.
So NFC West, who do you have?
The Rams. The Rams, I think,
Okay.
they repeat. I think, I'm really excited for Thursday night because it is Buffalo and it is, the Rams, and it's going to be a crazy good game. And, hey, if this was college football, it'd be 1 versus 2, and then one would be knocked all the way down to fucking 25. So
Yeah.
that's why NFL is a superior sport. But, yeah, I'm thinking the Rams are the best team in that division by far.
I have the 49ers winning it. Yeah. I know. I'm not the biggest Trey Lance fan, but I think also Trey Lance falls into Shanahan's game plan. They're going to be a heavy run team. And then with that heavy run team, you're going to bring the defense in. What does Trey Lance do best? Throw it deep. So I think he's going to play in it. They're going to protect him. They're going to look good. I think they're going to look really good with Trey Lance, and it's part of his progression. I think year 3, they open it up with him. But like I said, it's going to be 2 years before he actually is handed the reins. And I think you're not going to get the reins handed to him this year. He's going to be very protected, almost like you saw with Jalen Hurts last year. But I think it's going to work out for them because early on they were making Jalen Hurts throw like crazy early in the schedule. I think Shanahan's smart enough to know, look, we're going to have to protect him. We're going to have to not put him in harm's way. We're going to have a heavy run game, which Shanahan loves to do anyway. And their defense is really good. So I think it's just going to overall work for them this year.
I don't hate that at all. I mean, I have the 49ers making the playoffs, but I don't have them in the division because I just think, I just don't know what world anyone can still stop Cooper Kupp. Like, is he going to forget how to run these routes? Like, nobody can stop him last year. What's the difference? They're just going to keep on just peppering him. Offense is going to flow. Defense is going to stop people.
Yeah.
I
get it.
They won't have the growing pains of Lance. They
You know
won't
how
have
you
this
stop
Lance
him?
game.
You have a guy on the left side or on the right side of the defense that blows past their left tackle that isn't Andrew Whitworth anymore and gets to Matthew Stafford. That's how you stop.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you stop most teams. So
Yeah. They don't have Andrew Whitworth anymore.
It's okay. Hey, the 49ers aren't starting Jimmy Garoppolo anymore.
Yeah,
So
they got Trey Lance with an arm.
One Sunday, you and I, not together, we'll be drunk on the couch watching Red Zone or whatever we watch, and we're going to see the stat line on the bottom, like in the second quarter. Trey Lance, 3 for 10, 2 picks. Look, we're going to see that. That's going to happen.
I don't think you'll see that.
It's
I don't. I don't think you will. He protects the ball. He really does. He did it in college.
Hope because I'm stacking him up in my fantasy teams, and I want him to do well.
I think he'll have a good year. He won't have this like, oh my God, amazing year, but he's going to make some big plays.
But I do think he's going to have one of those games where, like, I'm not saying every week this is going to happen. We're just going to be like, what? Lance 2 for 7, 2 picks? Like, that happens to.
I think you'll see him take a lot of sacks. I think you'll see him take. He'll run the ball a lot and make some silly mistakes that way. and gets stopped before he should, and he had an open lane to throw the ball. I think you'll see that. Really young mistakes because he's young in the game. But I do think he's going to progress throughout the year, and I think they're going to protect him. I really do.
I think ever pull him for Jimmy? Ever?
No. Jimmy is never. They're not going to do that to him because that will mentally break him. Because right now they're leading in. Jimmy isn't the backup, or Jimmy's the backup. Like, he's not the starter. You are our future. And they went to Jimmy and said, "Hey, are you willing to help this guy out? Because if not, we'll cut you. If you are, redo your contract so you're not the starter material. And if first opportunity we have, we'll trade you." I think that's 100% what happened.
I mean,
but they want Jimmy there to protect him and to protect them in case of an injury.
Smart. So who are your wild cards in the NFC? Because this one's a lot harder than the AFC, I think.
I have the Eagles. I have New Orleans. And I have the Rams.
Okay. So I have the Eagles, the Buccaneers, and the Packers.
Okay. Yeah, I think I don't like the Packers this year. I mean,
I think
Aaron Rodgers don't have weapons, and we haven't really seen. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen Aaron Rodgers without weapons, have we?
It was like that one weird year where they pivoted to. Remember, Devontae Adams wasn't good at football his first couple seasons. He was terrible. I remember when Adams finally got a shot to be the one, he fucking shit the bed. He was terrible. So there was 1 year.
They had Jordy Nelson until.
Of course, yeah. But then Adams had that 1 year in between where Adams was bad, then he was good. Like there was 1 year where it was like, who was it going to be? And it turned out to be Devontae Adams, but he kept on peppering with targets and he just dropped everything. There was a point where Devontae Adams was the worst, like he was horrible. Because I'm a dynasty player and I know these things because I'm like, oh, Devontae Adams is the new hot thing, and then he shit the bed. So it's gonna be hard. Yeah. Sammy Watkins, Christian Watson if he makes it on the field. You're right, but this is gonna be a heavy run game, I believe. I think AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones are gonna eat. If they can stop, they can play defense. Look, you're already getting 4 free wins from the 2 from the Lions, 2 from the Bears.
I don't think the Lions is a free win. I'm sorry.
I'm not buying that team. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
I'm going off of last year. They were never a gimme win.
I'm just not buying it.
Okay.
I'm just not buying it.
I don't think they're a gimme win, regardless. If you see the Lions on the schedule, you're like, shit, they're going to play me. They're going to play hard, and this is not a gimme. I'm going to have to fight for this win.
If I see the Lions on my schedule, I'm like, that's cute. Cool. Yeah. See you Thanksgiving, buddy.
I don't think so anymore.
Enjoy.
I don't think so anymore.
Extra Cool Whip on the... What do you like, Cool Whip or Ready Whip? I'm a Cool Whip guy.
I don't do anything. I just eat the pumpkin pie as pumpkin pie.
You don't put Cool Whip or Ready Whip on it?
No, I love pumpkin pie. Why do I need the topping on it?
Well, I like both. So I put the Cool Whip on the side, not on top. So
who's the NFC?
Portion my controls.
NFC Championship.
Oh, NFC Championship game. So I got the Rams hosting it.
Okay.
Against the Saints. And I have... Hold on. Oh, no, go ahead. Do your team. I was going to say who wins, but...
I have the 49ers hosting it against the Eagles.
Okay, so you're going totally off the books with these quarterbacks and NFC, the new style down there.
Yep.
I like that. I have the Rams winning. I have them going back to the Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills.
I have the 49ers winning. So I have the Chargers, 49ers, California, dreaming Super Bowl.
So you went total West Coast. I went total chalk. I went with the 2 favorites. I know I did. I usually don't do that. But I made up for it by putting the Saints and the Broncos in the championship games to be edgy.
Yeah.
But I'm being safe. Because I want to be like, I told you so. I want to go on Twitter and say, see what I said this?
Yep. Who's your MVP? Because we got to hurry up. We're 50 minutes in this.
All right. Patrick Mahomes.
I got Josh Allen, MVP. Who is your offensive player of the year?
We're doing... What?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Christian McCaffrey.
I have Najee Harris.
Okay.
I think he's going to be
Alright.
really good this year, and
Wait.
he won't win MVP, but he'll be Offensive Player of the Year.
That's why I'm thinking about CMC and comeback player of the year. I know we're not
Yeah.
doing that, but he'll be my
Yeah.
comeback player.
Who's your Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive player of the year. This was hard. I know you don't want to talk, but I'm going.
No, you can talk.
I already did a prediction show on OUS.
I'll go. You think
But-
about it.
No, I know who it is. I just want. I
Okay.
kind of want to change it now. I
Why?
kind of want to change it. I don't know why.
Alright.
I just want to change it. I'm gonna
Alright.
go because Dave did Micah Parsons, and I didn't do Micah Parsons, and I'm like, God damn it! I like that one way better because I was gonna go
Well,
Joey Bosa.
Okay.
So Joey
I
Bosa was
went
my
Micah.
original pick,
I went Micah.
but I want to go to Parsons. I want to
Yep.
go. I want to pivot because I
I
don't want to
did-
go.
I did the
Oh, you
same.
said on OUS this and this that.
Yeah.
I changed my mind in between shows.
There you go. You agreed with what was said to you at one point.
Yeah.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
This one was so hard. It's a quarterback-driven lead, so if Pickett plays, Pickett. But if Pickett doesn't play, am I allowed to say this?
Yeah.
Drake London.
It's our show. You can say whatever you want.
Drake London.
All right. James Cook, Buffalo, Offensive Player of the Year. You heard it here first. Best running back in that division.
Yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think we're going to nail this together. Go ahead.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Let's go. Aiden Hutchinson. Detroit. I loved him coming out. You loved him in Hard Knocks. So let's
Hate his
go.
family.
I'm
Hate his
excited for
family.
that. I've watched Hard Knocks, and I was waiting for that. I think you're too hard on his family. I didn't see what you were saying there.
Nope. They're rich
I
white
didn't see it.
people, and I don't like it. That's-
Whatever.
They're like they think they're on Housewives. Like whenever Hard Knocks came, like, hey Aiden, we're gonna come
Yeah.
to your house. Like I can tell the mom and daughter were like, oh my god, this is like the Housewives. We gotta get wine. We gotta put a white dress on. We gotta do it.
Jeez.
Like that's what I imagine them thinking.
Thank you for watching the Beer and Sports Podcast. Again, follow us on all platforms, as you see below here. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, at Mugs and Balls. What do you have to lead us off on there, Kimmel?
Are you
Yeah.
ready for some
Oh.
football?
Oh.
Because we're here Thursday night, opening kickoff. Finally, we have something to fucking talk about. I am so happy. Goodbye, good night. See you next week.